The video idea is the most important part of your entire YouTube strategy, but the problem is that most agencies and business owners create generic video ideas without understanding what their ideal clients are actually searching for. So they end up with an empty calendar and get 0 views. I've helped my client Robin get a 200% increase in his views after working with us with just the first video that we posted for him, attracting specific people that need his help, mainly because of the video idea. So if you don't create a good video idea from the start, nothing else matters. Not your thumbnail, your editing, your script, none of that will save a bad video idea. And in this video, I'll be showing you my exact system that I use to come up with video ideas that fill your calendar with qualified prospects instead of posting videos that get ignored. But before we get into it, if you want the full access to this Google Doc, is going to be linked in the description down below. Right, so first of all, before I show you how to come up with video ideas, you need to firstly understand the 3 content pillars that you need to be creating, right, in order to book calls from YouTube. Right, so there's 3 content pillars. First pillar is going to be highly searchable tutorial videos, which is going to be action-based, or basically showing people your process of doing something, just like this video, for example. Most of these videos are going to have like how to in the first line of the title, how to come up with video ideas, how to start YouTube, how to find winning dropshipping products for e-com brand, how to scale your SMA agency, for example. All of these are action-based videos where you're basically injecting your expertise and teaching people like step by step, step 1 do this, step 2 do that. These are being highly searched, alright, by your ICP, okay, and they're very important to make, especially when you're starting out, alright, especially like being highly searched and low competition type videos in this like first pillar. Then the second pillar is more informative videos, basically educational based videos, informing people or educating people on something specifically. For example, don't make these YouTube mistakes to book calls on YouTube, for example. Another example is going to be sell these winning dropshipping products. You're educating people on specific dropshipping products that they need to create, alright? You're not telling them how to find it. You're educating and informing people on a specific topic, alright, which is a dropshipping product, for example. And then we have the bottom of funnel, which is the last most important content pillar, which is social proof videos, basically case study interviews and breakdowns, which we will get into later in this Google Doc. But basically, case study interviews, you want to hop on a call with your client, like on a meeting, and then you'll go through a set of questions and ask them, alright? And breakdowns, you're basically going to break down a case study. For example, if you scaled an agency from $0 to $10,000 a month, you're going to have make a Google Doc just like this, for example, and break down how you exactly did it step by step, alright, so they can implement your methodology. Now let's get into how you can actually come up with video ideas on your own, alright? First of all, first method is going to be YouTube autocomplete search bar strategy. Basically, YouTube search suggestions reveal exactly what your target audience is searching for. And then you're going to search how to your niche or topic that you want to create a video about. You're basically trying to find a winning video idea from the search bar because people will be searching for that. So let's do, for example, Google Ads, for example. So let's do how to your niche, which is going to be Google Ads. How to Google Ads for e-commerce, for example. How to run Google Ads for e-commerce website. How to set up Google Ads for e-commerce website. How to run Google Ads. All right. All of these topics can be turned into video ideas. Google Ads Performance Max. All right. You're gonna have Google Ads keywords. You can make a video about how to set up Performance Max campaigns for Google Ads. All right. All of these can be turned into specific video ideas because people are actually searching for these. All right. It's not just you don't have to just type in your niche. You can type in a specific topic, just like what I did for my client. You can say how to merchant center, for example, right? Now you're gonna have a bunch of video ideas in this specific topic. How to create a Google Merchant Center account, okay? How to set up Google Merchant Center account with Shopify, or how to connect it with Shopify. How to fix Google Merchant Center misrepresentation. This is being highly searched for this niche, and we actually did this video idea for my client and ended up performing very, very well. It got 1 of 10, it ranked to 1 of 10. The CTR was 7.4%, which is awesome. Alright, we'll get into that case study later. This was actually the first method that we used for this. We also use another method, which I'm gonna get, we combined this method with another method, which is why this video did so well. Let's say maybe you're a web design agency coach. There's another example. You can search how to web design agency. There you go. How to start a web design agency, how to scale, how to grow, how to open, how to get clients, how to build successful. Now, the second method is going to be stealing from direct and indirect competitors. All right, your competitors have already done the market research. You're just going to analyze what's working for them and adapt it to your unique angle. So first, the first method is basically stealing from direct competitors, basically stealing from the same niche as you. All right, you can sort your competitor's channel by the most popular, all right, and find outlier videos and recreate them with your own unique expertise. So let's say, for example, I'm a YouTube agency, so I'm going to steal from another YouTube agency. But you're going to have some limitations with this because you don't want to copy the same title, thumbnail, and even the script word for word, because you're going to come off as like a copycat, just like what this guy did with my client's video. By the way, this I didn't create this video for my client, even though it's like similar topic to this video. So the same idea, but this has a unique angle. We started working with this video, all right? Basically, he uploaded this video, and then this guy, he uploaded the same video, made the same thumbnail, the same script, everything, and even the same title. He copied everything, literally. This is why it did not perform well for him. So make sure to add your own twist to it so you don't come off as a copycat. And then the second method is going to be stealing from indirect competitors. So basically stealing from your adjacent niches. So if you're a Google Ads agency, steal winning concepts from a YouTube agency. So basically you have similar niches, but you both target a whole different market. And this was the second method that led this video to perform very well for my client. There was demand for this idea. And then we wanted to basically package it differently than the last video that he made. The value in the video was completely different. And we did it in like this Notion doc formula, all right? Another YouTube agency, he did like a Google Doc type thumbnail. So we took inspiration from him. I made the same like camera shot and the screenshot from the first part of the doc. We did the same thing. We had like the brackets and we put the main keyword in the brackets here. The same thing here. He put full breakdown. I put the misrepresentation keyword in the brackets. Now you can also use AI to help you come up with video ideas, which is going to be the third method. So basically you can go to Claude. It's maybe even better than ChatGPT, but you can use whatever AI you like. You're going to type in this full prompt. I run your business type. You're going to enter your business type. So Google Ads agency, type it here. That helps specific target audience. So who you are targeting, get main outcome you provide. Basically for me, I run a YouTube marketing agency that helps B2B agencies and B2C coaches get 10 to 30 qualified sales calls every month in 90 days. This is the main outcome that I provide. Generate 10 video ideas that will attract qualified prospects and position me, all right, as the go-to expert. Focus on high intent keywords that people in this niche are actively searching for. So we're going to take this prompt right here. Let's say I'm a Google Ads agency. So I'm going to say I run a Google Ads agency. Boom. Let's see what Claude gives us. There you go. Of course, not every video idea is going to be 100% like in your niche, all right? Sometimes they can make mistakes, but you have to make sure that these ideas, you can actually go and create these ideas, like how to set up Google Ads conversions tracking. This is a good idea. Google Shopping ads or search ads, I don't know, so I have to do my own research. It also gives you can train it to give you action-based videos, how to audit your e-commerce Google Ads account, how to create high-converting Google Shopping campaigns, how to build Google Ads audiences that actually convert. You can also go back and forth with it until you're happy with the result that it gives you. If you wanted to break down your entire business process, so you can create like these videos, how to set up Google Ads campaigns, how to create high-converting Google campaigns, etc., etc. Which, speaking of breaking down your business process, which is actually the fourth method that we use to come up with videos, is basically breaking down your service or business process, like the whole process of your business, whether you're selling a service or whether you're a coach, right, selling a program, coaching program. You're going to break down your entire process in action-based and educational video ideas. So for example, I'm a YouTube marketing agency. I'm going to break down the entire process of creating good YouTube videos, which is how to come up with video ideas, which is this video, how to create thumbnails and titles, how to script, how to edit, how to do the SEO. And you can create like 2 videos out of each step. For example, maybe the first one is going to be action-based how-to video, and then you can make an educational video, for example. An action-based how to come up with video ideas, and educational will be the video idea strategy that Iman Gadji does, for example. You're educating them on Iman Gadji ideas, for example. And then after you've made all of these main video ideas, you can package like a 2-hour full monster course video that showcases all of these steps from A to Z. don't gatekeep anything, all right? Showcase most of the info or all of it to your viewers, because especially if you're selling like a service, you don't need to gatekeep anything, because the main reason people work with you is to not have to do the service themselves and not to waste their time and to actually get results from the service. If you're coaching program or any type of business, you can gatekeep some small things, but you just have to provide a lot of value, because if you don't provide value and you create videos but you don't actually teach people, and you just every like 5 seconds you're promoting your agency service or coaching program, it's not going to work and people will not buy from you, right? And with these action-based videos, you have to be very specific with these videos, because you're trying to attract a specific type of people. So don't just say how to come up with video ideas like I did with this video. I said how to come up with video ideas that book calls for your agency. Now, the final method is going to be sales calls questions, right? Now, the questions that you often get on your sales calls, especially if you're booking a lot of sales calls right now, can be turned into an individual video idea, right? Instead of handling these objections on the sales call, what you can do is go to Claude or GPT, give it all your sales calls transcript from Fathom. Like Fathom, you use Fathom to record the sales calls. Fathom is a really good AI note taker that pretty much captures everything about your sales calls and also gives you like a really good transcript, so you should definitely use it. Then, okay, you can go and copy your transcript from Fathom, then make it create a list of all the questions that your prospects ask you and turn those into video ideas. So then what you're going to do is you're going to create a dedicated video on each question, and you can also send these videos to your prospects before the call, so they will already know the answer to these questions, because they will most likely ask you the same question on the sales call. So you can basically send these videos before, like pre-call, so you can pre-nurture them. So this is how you'll basically pre-close prospects and nurture them on the sales calls, all right? And not only this will make it easier for you to close clients, but you would also attract more clients coming in from YouTube. So here are a bunch of examples. If they're always skeptical to work with you, okay, if they always ask you a lot of questions about your expertise, how many clients you've worked with, or what results you've achieved, then all you have to do is create case study interviews and breakdowns showing actual client results and showing your expertise. This is a case study breakdown, all right? A case study, how Greg hit 30K a month with his e-com email marketing agency. This is a case study interview. As you can see here, both parties are in the thumbnail, so you can tell this is an interview. This is the difference, by the way, between a breakdown and a client interview. If they don't know how you do certain parts of your service/process, you're going to create action-based videos on each part of your process, teaching them how you do certain stuff in your business. All right, so that's exactly how to come up with video ideas that actually book calls for your agency or coaching business. But the video idea is only the first part of the YouTube content process, and you still have to create good eye-catching thumbnail and title, write scripts, spend hours editing, and so much more that I can't cover in this one whole video. But if you work with us, we literally do everything for you: ideation, scripting, editing, thumbnails, SEO, we even post the video for you. All you have to do is film the videos for 3 hours per month max. So if you want to book 10 to 30 qualified sales calls for your business every single month through YouTube, then book a call with me in the description down below, and I'll see you soon.